Blessings and salutations, wonderful Virgos and the cross watchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot, and it's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but how many of you, I truly appreciate your view. This read is a preview of what's to come for some of this collective, because again, I don't know you personally, this is a non-judgment zone. I just tell you what I see from these cards, from the energies that come through here. If it happens to be a message for you, which I feel privileged if it happened to be, because I kid you not, it's just like the most amazing thing for me is to read. However, this is a read about you, a wonderful Virgo collective. It just may, like, because it's general, I might say you when it's really them, because from like the cross watcher, or I might say she when it's he, and or tell you about an astrology sign that might not be the person, but the energy they move in or in their birth chart. Either way, you know what's for you. You even know the magnitude. Never forced to read. And let's just see what we get. And I just want to make mention in the pre-shuffle, I did see several things. And major arcanas that came out was the Tower in reverse, um, the Sun in reverse, and the Death card in reverse. So there's Aries, Leo, and Scorpio energy. However, with it all being reversed, it seemed like things is definitely a return I see, but I even think with that return, it shows that it's anticipating for it to fail, or like in your head feeling super defensive because of the fact as much as you want to hold on to it, some of you are in your head heavily because you know it proved you wrong before. Okay? So it's more or less saying like as much as you do want to give it a go, you know where it's gonna go. Yeah, you know. We're gonna see what we have for the extra message because it might be something else might come because I'm using different decks, and we see what come out next. Alrighty. All right, thank you, God, for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good for our wonderful, beautiful Virgos. Amen. Alrighty, so before I get into you, Virgo, I'm going to try to see as much as I could get as far as what's going around you so I could really get more of an idea of who in this whole thing, because yeah, certain energies dominate more. It might be the cross watcher sometimes, be from their point of view, even though it's about you. Because for some reads, sidebar, it could be two of the same astrology sign involved. Yes. And also, to another disclaimer, just in case, because before I started this video, I'm living hood, in the hood, NYC, currently. So therefore, and I have a youngin', so you're going to hear things going on inside and outside my apartment because it's, yeah, I have no control over that. Alrighty, let's see what we could get for, but I be in my zen, I promise you, Virgos. I'll be like, woo-saw and everything before I get to it. Alrighty, let's see. There you go. For Virgo, please. For Virgos. For Virgo, please. Please show me I need to see the highest good. For Virgo, please. Please show me for Virgo, please. Alright. For Virgo, please show me. Have a message for Virgo, please. Hold on. Okay. So, of course, I can't take all of these, but I'm going to tell you the first three. There's an Aquarium. Give an inch, take acres at. Ew, I'm cursing. It's like give an inch and they'll take acres type of peoples, okay? And then weird energy, make it make sense. Alrighties. Now, I see movement. I see treasure. Hold on. Ooh, shining bright. And then I see slow down. So for some of you, I definitely see the movement has picked up. Treasure as far as that Ten of Pentacles. I see things are shining bright as far as Six of Wands, Aquarius, wish fulfillment energy. But when I see it has slowed down, it's sometimes the momentum get us moving, and you just want to keep going. It's probably saying, okay, everything is going accordingly. Just it's definitely saying, take a step back and enjoy this moment. Okay. I see a reconciliation here. Of course, there's a reconciliation. Uh-huh. Okay. What else is here? Ooh, a whole grenade. Yikes. So that's what some of you are fearing, that your empathy is going to cause a whole catastrophe. Because there's a proposal coming. You want to see that proposal in the house of worship. I definitely see Hierophant energy. Okay, for some, it may be a proposal. I ain't going to count that out for you as far as a proposal to marriage. Kid you not. Listen, anything can happen on this come around. Some might be getting a proposal from the person that's coming back around. I'm just telling you what I see. Everything has happened differently in different places for you, wonderful Virgos. Alrighty, so the challenge in the past for some has to do with this Aquarium energy. Aquarium is more or less, it gives me definitely fish and Pisces, Aquarius energy, but the challenge in the past was feeling definitely restricted with illusions, the fake treasure box, the fake castle. Yeah, the challenge in the past was more or less somebody putting you in a box, or where you feel like constricted, and they're feeding you illusions to confuse you. And it's more or less where you at right now is seeing it for what it is and saying, like, if you give them an inch, they're going to just overdo it. Okay? And it's showing where it shows this weird energy, where it's make it make sense. It's more or less just saying, it doesn't make sense for you to even see why somebody would even want to even basically move like that. It's more or less is like, it has to make sense to you. What do they plan on getting out of this? What's the end game? Alrighty, so let's see for our wonderful Virgos, please. November 2022. Okay, come on, Zach, work with me. Hold on. Okay. Sometimes deck, if I'm rough with it, it's difficult. So I gotta be gentle, but I didn't do it on purpose. I promise. I was learning how to shuffle different decks, and some of them just looks like this, kind of curly. Okay. Ooh. Some is really considering, for some of you, really trying to find a nice way to let this go, because some of you feel like this is really not going to go in a place to where you're headed. It's like, yeah, just this, some of you, but we're going to see. Let's just get some more. For our wonderful Virgos, please. Please show me to see. All right, let's see. This is this Aquarium energy. Aquarium, please. Okay. All right. Aquarium. Page of Cups in reverse. Again, it's confirming its unapologetic and very immature attitude. Like, it feels more or less entitled, like they're justifying their behavior. And yet and still they, with this victories to the tilt. Cancer energy is like Somebody was definitely giving up this illusion here with these, and then more, with like these promises or back and forth talk, and more or less, it just this victory. Basically, it's showing how far does somebody expect to go with so many restrictions. That's the challenge it shows in the past. Okay, let's see. Give an inch, take an acre. You see, you Virgo, the Hermit, and it's 4 of Wands. Oh, so with you moving like how you do, somebody was like as far as being patient with someone, as far as 4 of Wands, somebody as far as it look like the Hermit, moving slow and enlightenment, because the destination is this stability. It's like it just needs, it's moving slow, but it's looking like somebody believes because of that way you're moving, or whether it's you to them, that there's an assumption that they could take advantage. Again, they just think that you'll always be there available to them whenever they get to around to you, but it looks to me to where they have it confused. Because it showed me this weird energy. It's like, why would somebody assume that that would be available to them, especially if this is what they was given? It shows here with this Nine of Wands is like this defensive energy. Somebody, okay, is defensive and guarded because of the fact somebody is not making sense for how they move. It's very confusing. Let's see. For Virgo, please. For Virgo, please. Yeah, Sun of Pentacles. It's like a Page of Pentacles. It's like you're defensive because you're looking at this person like it's definitely giving me an immaturity, or the communication is y'all not is not on the same page. It's like the way they think you would is more or less to this Aquarium. They're under some type of illusion, like. See a star with the Mother of Swords in reverse. Aquarius, which I think somebody really think for some reason that they was like in control of how this go with you. Like because of the fact that I don't know, that you are taking your time to take care of your businesses, see, so they're thinking it's really about it's just like the ego of this person, it seems. I'm sorry, that's what I see, whoever this is. Because even with this wish fulfillment here, this star, and it's like somebody is looking at somebody's not being too wise about that right there. It's like definitely like an airy type of ego involved here. Eesh, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Whatever this is right here, they just literally changed the opportunity. Yeah, because right behind is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. With the Hangman, Pisces energy. Yeah, it's looking as if somebody was thinking if they can feed you some BS to keep you stuck. And because you wasn't making a fuss, they was under the illusion, or that they was confused to think that that quietness or like that was weakness, or that you was like literally believing it when you wasn't even thinking about it. You was more or less focused on the fact that that wasn't something you could no longer invest in. I'm talking about as far as seeing it being serious. And it's truly because, honestly, the way they act in this, it's like truly the way they behave in this process with your patience. Yeah. Alrighty, so let's see what we got for you, Virgos. Let's see what's going on with you, wonderful Virgos. Okay, for November 2022. Let's see. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Okay, let's see. The Virgo, please. Please show me what I need to see for Virgo's highest good. November 2022 for Virgo's highest good. Please show me what I need to see for the highest good of Virgo, please. Please show me what I need to see for Virgo, please. Yeah, sometimes some of these decks, they little, I adjusted with them because of the fact that if you didn't know, with me shuffling, it took some trial and error. So I don't take that my cards don't have a message. It's just it's like, be easy. That's what the message is for me. Be easy on me. Virgo energy. Virgo, please, for November 2022. For Virgo, please. What's Virgo's energy, November 2022? Okay. Now, this is like more or less to the tilt, but it's Virgo energy. I'm going to have to take it how it is because it's to the tilt. It's like, I don't know if it was like going into reverse or coming from out of it, but it more or less is just in this manifestation period. It's adjusting on how you manifest, to stay in the right energy, I see. Virgo, please, November 2022. For Virgo, November 2022. For Virgo, please. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. I'm going to look the bottom of the deck together. I love it in my hand. It's itching. I'm claiming this money, please. Thank you kindly. Alrighty. Now, what I see in the major arcana energy, of course, is sitting there with you, Virgo, and Gemini. And I see Pisces here with the Hangman in reverse. I see the challenge in the past had to do with this return. Or I think something that came back in with this Five of Pentacles. And it feels like something that returned that was a challenge that had you feeling this lack and left out in a cold energy. I think that was more or less the challenge and actually was messing with your manifestation, keeping you in this good space to where you was believing that everything was falling into place. Now, currently, with this Hangman in reverse and Page of Swords, I see that no longer you feel tied to just seeing the flow of how things go. You're more or less in your zen. Yeah. You're more in your zen to where you are enlightened. You see it for what it is. You more or less, you have questions. You're more or less coming through to see, to cut through the red tape and actually more or less to cut you free from this tree altogether. Because that Page of Swords is looking at the Hangman in reverse and looking at, like, you ready for me to cut it? Are you ready for me to cut it? Because this Nine of Cups is in reverse here with this King of Swords. Like, for the sake of what you need, it might be necessary for this to be cut. It's just looking like or I'm going to get some clarifying here because even with this Nine of Cups and the King of Swords, it's like they're doing what's fair for you so you won't be unhappy. It's like, it might be just a whole distraction altogether. That's Gemini energy again, but it's confirming the fact there's going to be a choice for you to not even be involved with this because, again, I see you being really busy and not interested to really fix it. This return here, this Eight of Cups. Oh. So even with this return that do come back, it's because, again, you're not focused on that. For some. For some, you're not. Yeah, you don't really have time. Because it's like what you're working on, even to your wish fulfillment is here. It's like trying to make it work with this person is no longer your concern. It's actually, for some of you, in the way. Hmm. See, some of you putting an end to it because if it's like it feels like it's either with you or against you, or like, and it's not like either against you, but it's either with you or in the way. That type of energy. It feel like it's just against you if it's intentional to jam with your manifestation, you know. And I think that's what she was trying to be sure of. Like, what is their motives? What's their intentions altogether? Okay, let's see for Virgo, please. Let's see what we have for Virgo, November 2022, for the highest good. Yeah, and it seems like even with this Taurus energy wanting commitment, but it still seems like it's like deception and like a strategy. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. For Virgo, please. Please show me what I need to see. Let's fold it right here. Relax, relate, and release. Definitely showing that for some it's just even with the magician itself, that's what they do. They relax, relate to what they have when they manifestation aside the things they invested in and what's going on with their energy and let it go for it to flow how it's supposed to, trusting in what it's going to do. It's like not interrupting the process. Let's see. For Virgo, please. Let's see for Virgo. Ooh. I knew it. I knew how. Let's be sure. It's too many. Let me make sure I get. Ooh. Sheesh, I can't take all of these. Hold on, make sure. Alrighties. Okay. Alrighties. So what I see here is even with this return in the past, it was a burden. Yeah. Person, even when this return came back, it was like a stubbornness. Things was more on you than necessary. Like that was very challenge, a heavy challenge in the past. That even when you felt left out in the cold, guess what, Virgo? Guess what? Even with the challenge of you being left out in the cold, there still was a victory within that. Your crown stayed on. You didn't lose your cool, and I think that's honestly what got this person so like confused. And I think, honestly, with this hang man in reverse, of being enlightened and then your zen of the understands and it's like accepting things, it's like this Aesop Brothers Grimm, this heavy lesson is like I was trying to explain what it represents is like a biblical like type of lesson. It's heavy. You'll remember it forever. It's more or less to where this defensive energy is because for some of you, this King of Cups, the love you have for this person, it's like, it's true. You really do care, but you really have to be fair about how they truly feel about you. And what you see is more or less is that you're not happy with how they move in accordance to your ventures, your stability. You know, it's like they don't take it as seriously as you feel like, not that they should, but you definitely don't like the fact that they're interfering in a way where it's like there's no help to you, and it feel like you have helped them, and they more or less don't feel as comfortable helping you. And I think that's for some of you keep you in your head about like where the self doubt and the suspicion comes in. Like, do I really need to keep investing in this person, or and it's shown with this spiteful, delightful energy with this King of Wands. It's like some of you with this, I always feel like this spiteful and delightful, like the Sour Patch energy, like sour and sweet. Like, it's like love, hate energy. And it's just like some of you really feel bad that when it comes down to when things are scarce for you, they're not there. It's not as, it's like, and when you come through for them, it's very much protective and you feel small in that aspect. For some of you, I'm just telling you what I see from here. And as abundant as you are, and as much as you love them, for them to play with you is like a fool type energy and come with this Knight of Wands energy. It's like you see very much clearly that this is not somebody that you feel you can invest in. I feel like it's just always disappointing. It's like they're have this heartbreak energy. Look, the moon, lies and secrets. But for some of you, and let me just tell you what I see here too, because I'm going to tell you everything I see in this message. There are lies and everything to you. The reason why you're taking it in this way of where it's not, you go back and forth on how you take it personal, because for some of you, you're like, well, look what I do for you, but then how much I care for you, but then you go back and look at how incapable they are. It's like, unfortunately, it's not on you. It's really sad, but then it's more or less, if you want to look at it from another point of view of the irony, is like they give off this persona that's difficult, and it really makes them look in a way that they're so really scared and they really don't know what to do. And I think from that perspective, you just deciding just to focus on yourself and all your opportunities and take on this world and focus on how you feel. I kid you not. Yeah, you definitely have some restart, redo, and you have a whole new perspective from what you're about to do. That's what I see. Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Yep. I'm being nosy, but I definitely see some travel for you. I'm being so nosy. But this person right here, I kid you not. And you're right about them. Let me just say that. You're right about them. Everything, I kid you not. It's like, yeah. Let's see. We're going to get some more clarification here for Virgo, please. Let's see for Virgo, November 2022. Highest good for Virgo, please. For Virgo, please. November 2022 for Virgo. For Virgo. I do see big things for you, and I'm so happy because, kid you not. Let's see for Virgo, please. OMG. That's the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, yeah. And I seen the Nine of Pentacles. Let's talk about how you're good. You land on your feet like a cat. Let me see for Virgo, please. Okay, about this Nine of Swords, please, for Virgo, please. It's a major arcana. That's what I'm talking about. Two of them came out. What I see here is even with this is on this return, you're burdened because it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Burdened by a lot of work. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. It's even with the work with them and the work that you was doing, it was more than your plate than you deserve to be trying to help them and work on what you're working on. The fact that with this left down the cold because they wasn't as concerned about what you had going on as you was with them, bringing them along for this victory that you have here, this right here. Just as this seems as this is a major opportunities that even came from being left out in this cold. You still kept your crown on. It's like even with this defensive energy, it's more or less you still got more answers, it seemed. You know, like the challenge had to do with even with all of that was going on, you're trying to get some work done, trying to get some things handled. And it more or less was like, it was like, if you're not helping me, why are you like making it more difficult by, just with the stress. Best way to put it. And then when I see you with this hangman energy, as far as like your reverse, you're coming out of it, you learned your lesson. You see this Ace of Pentacles here. You see bigger, better, abundant opportunities. Even when it looks as if this Pisces energy as well learned their lesson to see too that they missed the opportunity as well. They seen that this is something that took them too long to see. And basically what you're looking at as far as cutting the cord or as far as freeing yourself completely is because you know you did all you could. There's nothing else you could do. That's what it's showing. It's like, okay, I give up. I don't have to put my foot down in this. This is not working out for me as far as feeling happy and stable. And it's more or less where I see you're still elevating. You decide to still focus on your work. Because with this discernment here, with this King of Swords, that we is just motivated to make things happen because of you losing sleep and the injustice and how it's interfering with your manifestation. You know it. And it's like, it definitely feel like it was a major distraction. So it felt like a little like they was hating, Five of Wands in reverse. I guess they was. They was. There was some resistance and competition, arguing, cranky people. And you more or less is like, no, you don't want that around you. Yeah, because it's not a Wands in reverse here too. Like, who want to keep being defensive or waiting for another argument or just having to just be protective of your assets when there's truly love that you have for them? It's like you're not trying to hurt them. You feel very much attached to them, but you're not happy with them. I don't know if you express that. I think you more or less keep this poker face, or you try to just be like, I don't know if it's just grin and bear it, or when they come back around, it's just more or less you no longer losing sleep about the fact that you see them for what they are. I think that you're no longer confused about what they're capable of doing. Yeah. It's like more or less, I think they like separating away from that type of energy so you could get something more or less of on your type of, more aligned with you. How about that? Libra is here, Virgo, you're here, Gemini, Aries, everybody's here. Pisces, everybody's here. Cancer. Alrighties. Let's see. Advice and outcome. And I know these reads been pretty long, but I think because of the fact that I don't do personals at this time. Oopsie daisy. I don't do personals at this time, and because of the fact that I'm getting ready to switch up on the formats and make them shorter when I travel. And it's like inconsistent when I, like my schedule, because I'm moving around. So we'll see how it goes. I still want you to be at least up to speed with the playlist. Alrighty. So let's get the advice and outcome for you. Advice and outcome for Virgo, please. The highest good of Virgo. Advice and outcome for November 2022. Please show me what I need to see, please. For Virgo, please. For Virgo. Show me what I need to see for Virgo, November 2022. November 2022. Virgo, please. Like advice and outcome. Oh. Wow, came strong. Four of Wands with the World, Two of Cups in reverse. So, your foundation is the focus. Oh, what happened here? Your foundation is the focus. Holy shebangas. But for some, even with this travel, this new world, you see that this reconciliation is not in the direction that you need to go when you feel like it's an addiction, a codependency, a toxicity, and you are adamant that will not interfere in the chapters that's there for you. Like if they was really for you, it would be all aligned, fit the flow like that, and they'll see the abundance. But now it looks like any type of naysayers is in the way. And I think with that love that you have for yourself and what's coming in for you, it's there. It's like the fact that you don't settle and you feel strong enough to see that this is not for you, and the endless possibilities look way more promising. Cancer, Pisces, it's definitely intuitively you know. You're keeping it to yourself. Even with this Magician in reverse here. And it's like for some of you, you're not optimistic at all about this return. Some of you truly believe that this, like, even if in this return, you will not burden yourself at all. It's like it's like no, at any, you just feel as if you even juggle or compromise with this, it's like they're gonna take them out. It just shows that. That's what you truly believe wholeheartedly. Like they're not going to play fair. I don't know. Let's see. Get clarification on this advice and outcome is Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Advice and outcome. I don't know if that show this whole little, this team of angles. I'm not redoing it just for the sake of the angles because I think this read was long and clear. And I don't think for some shallow reasons that I should redo. Because I'm in the process of making moves and it's just like the angles. I'm just trying to get the best angles to do these reads without being in the way of everything I'm doing. And this apartment is pretty small. But I'm blessed in it all, I promise you. Ooh, thank you kindly. Look at this. Happiness, clarity, Fool in reverse. Major Arcana just came out. Let's see for Virgo, please. Which one is in front? What the? Ooh. Okay, so this shows you're no longer in your head because you was in your head thinking of, like, as far as thinking about this person, it's like you're convinced that when it comes down to your foundation, you clearly see, like, your happiness. This travel, going forward, what it is with this person, even when you on your most optimistic feelings about them. But when you see, even as far as this reconciliation go, as much as you try to juggle and see what it could be, because with all the toxicity, you really see that there is a whole, god dang, it might be a whole family in play. It might be a whole family in play. And that's why you feeling like you can't even try to make this work anymore. I think for you, it's saying that it's best for you to let it go. Because your untold story is like drama free. And it looks as if even down to this focus of yours is literally like anything that you would be in lack of or that you would be concerned with would be like your coin, not the people you with. And even with the coin, you don't even seem concerned with that because you're not even in your head about that. So if you're not in your head about that, you refuse to be in your head about the people in your circle because you have a lot going on. I hope this read helped. I know it was pretty long, but we got a lot out of this message. If it happened to resonate, you can let me know in the comments below. But either way, love and light.